For years, we were told the future of manufacturing would look like this: lights out factories, robot replacing workers, AI running production. And yes, automation is absolutely transforming industry, but here's the real surprise. Some of the biggest manufacturing decisions happening right now have nothing to do with robots. They are about geopolitics, supply chain resilience, labor pipelines, government alignment, and industrial security. Because the future factory is no longer just a production asset, it's becoming a strategic asset, and the manufacturers who understand this shift early will build companies that survive the next decade of volatility. Welcome to the Industriqo, where we analyze the deeper forces reshaping modern industry, not just what's happening, but why it matters with building for to manufacturers building for the future. Most manufacturer conversations today are stuck on automation. Everyone asks how many workers can AI replace, but that's the wrong question. Because the manufacturers pulling ahead right now are not simply becoming more automated, they are becoming more strategic. They are asking, how exposed are we geopolitically? Can our supply chain survive disruption? Or do we control critical capabilities? Can we secure skilled labor? Or are we aligned with government priorities? Or can we adapt faster than competitors? That's the real shift. The factory of the future won't just be intelligent, it will be strategically resilient. The old manufacturing model assumed the world would remain relatively stable. Stable trade, stable shipping routes, stable politics, stable energy access. So companies optimized aggressively for efficiency. But now the cracks are visible everywhere. Wars disrupt supply chains, tariff reshape sourcing decisions, governments intervene in industry, and labor shortages slow expansion. And suddenly, manufacturers are realizing pure efficiency can become fragility. The system that made manufacturing efficient also made it vulnerable. A Boston startup recently launched what's being called the largest robot data factory in the US. And most people look at this and think more automation. But here's the deeper insight: the real competitive advantage isn't the robot itself, it's the data infrastructure behind it. Because future manufacturing won't be won by companies with the most machine, it will be won by companies with the best operational intelligence, the fastest learning loops, and the strongest integration between software and production. In other words, factories are evolving into industrial intelligence systems. So, what? This changes how manufacturers should think about investment. Buying equipment alone is no longer enough. The question becomes, can your factory learn faster than disruption happens? Because strategic responsiveness is becoming more valuable than static efficiency. But technology alone does not make a factory resilient. And this is where the conversation becomes much bigger than automation. The US government is actively pushing environmental permitting reforms to accelerate the industrial project. At the same time, General Motors invested $6 billion into the US manufacturing expansion in a single year. This tells us something massive. Governments are no longer treating manufacturing as just economic activity. They are treating it as a strategic infrastructure. That means industrial policy is back, and the manufacturers increasingly operate inside political systems, not outside them. So, what? Manufac- Future manufacturing winners may not simply be the companies with the best products, they may be the companies best aligned with the national priorities, supply chain security goals, energy strategies, and workforce programs, and the defense ecosystems. This is a major mindset shift. Manufacturing strategy is becoming geopolitical strategy. Everyone thinks globalization permanently reduced the importance of national industrial power. But what we are actually seeing is the return of industrial nationalism. Ask yourself this honestly. If your manufacturing operation lost access to the one major supplier tomorrow, would your business continue operating smoothly, or would the entire system start breaking down? Because resilience is no longer optional, it's becoming competitive advantage. And then there's the issue almost every manufacturer talks about privately but not enough publicly: people. The federal government recently updated guidance to expand manufacturing apprenticeship funding. At the same time, defense manufacturing oversight is becoming stricter. India's Ministry of Defense introduces stricter penalties for defense suppliers. These stories seem unrelated, but together they reveal something important. Advanced manufacturing requires trusted capability, not just production volume, and trusted capability depends on skilled labor, process discipline, reliability, compliance, and institutional knowledge. The future factory is not simply automated, it is coordinated. So, what? Manufacturers who focus only on machines may miss the real bottleneck: operational maturity. Because in high stake industries, defense, aerospace, and critical infrastructure, trust becomes as important as throughput. Modern factory is no longer judged only by what it can produce. It is judged by how reliable it can keep producing under pressure. So here are the three key takeaways for the manufacturers that you can take from all of this. Number one, automation without strategy is incomplete. Technology matters, but without resilient systems, it simply accelerates existing weakness. Number two, industrial resilience is becoming a premium capability. Customers, governments, and partners increasingly value reliability, continuity, security, and adaptability, not just low cost. Number three, manufacturing is becoming multi-dimensional. The future manufacturer must understand technology, policy, workforce dynamics, geopolitical, and data systems because factories are now deeply connected to the global systems. If you want manufacturing analysis that goes deeper than surface level headlines, subscribe to the Industriqo because the next industrial era won't just reward production capacity, it will reward strategic intelligence. And if you are building a serious manufacturing company, but your digital presence still communicates like a commodity supplier, that gap becomes dangerous in a more competitive industrial world. The manufacturers attracting strong partnerships, better talent, and long term positioning are the ones building authority before everyone else catches up. That's where we help manufacturers do. So, link is given in the description. Go and book your free strategy call with us. The biggest misconception about the future factory is that it's only about automation. It's not. The real transformation is strategic. Factories are becoming data systems, geopolitical assets, resilience engines, national infrastructure, competitive intelligence hubs. And the manufacturers who understand this shift first won't just survive disruption, they will become incredibly difficult to replace. The future factory won't win because it's the most automated. It will win because it's the most strategically prepared.